Here are 3 nerve glide exercises that will help free up your head, neck, and shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. With nerve glides, we want to keep the intensity fairly low. On a 1 to 10 scale, 10 being the most intense or difficult thing you've ever done, we want to keep these around a 3. So less is more with nerve glides. As always, we also want to find an assessment. You can do something like your shoulder flexion. This way we can assess and reassess with our nervous system each time we do a nerve glide to see if it's benefiting us or our nervous system is enjoying or not enjoying that drill. So it could be shoulder flexion. I can also check my range of motion with my neck by side bending or rotating. Or any assessment that you would like to use as an indicator to make sure these nerve glides are going well. All right, now that that's all out of the way, I'm going to start with my median nerve glide. This one should go through the middle part of my hand, and the inside of my arm, and across into my chest. To start, I'm just going to relax my arms down beside me. If I imagined I had a ball on top of my head, I'm pressing that ball upward so I find length in my spine and I'm ready to go. From here, I'm then going to pull my wrist back or my fingers toward the ceiling. I'm going to then rotate my fingers back, but really feeling that rotation all the way up through the shoulders to start to open up. If at any point during these, it feels really intense, you can always stop, but I'm going to go the full range as I continue to do so. So with that, I'm here, I'm rotated. My fingers are pointing behind me, my shoulders open. Then I'm going to take my shoulder blade down, away, and a little bit away from my body. This might be enough. If I continue on though, I'm going to tuck my chin even more and side bend my head away. Now I can use my head and neck as a driver to intensify this stretch by taking my head in and out of a side bend. I can also use my shoulder blade as a driver, holding my side bend on my head and taking my shoulder, shrugging it up and down. About 5 to 10 reps of these. Then you'll slowly come out and reassess whatever you've chosen to reassess after that. Now if I move on to my axillary nerve, this one crosses across the front part of my arm and shoulder. So for this, I'm going to bend my elbow, lengthen up through my spine as always, extend my arm behind me. Then I'm going to rotate my shoulder blade in or rotate my shoulder inward now. This means my palm is facing behind me and my shoulder is rotated in. Then from there, I'm going to reach across to my opposite back pocket. I can hold here, finding the stretch across the front of my arm, or I can tuck my chin and side bend my head away. Same thing, I have 2 options for my drivers. I can use my head and neck to deepen the stretch and gliding of the nerve. I can also hold that side bend and use my shoulder blade, shrugging it up and then reaching it down and away. Once again, feeling this one across the cuff of the arm. 5 to 10 reps. I'll slowly come out and reassess. Last but not least, I call this one the funky waiter, or it's our ulnar nerve. This one we want to feel now on the pinky side, maybe even ring side, through the elbow, tricep, back of the arm. So with my arm relaxed down beside me, I'm then going to pull my wrist up toward the ceiling. My palm is facing the ground to start, but I pull my fingers up. Then, like I'm pinching something in between my elbow, I'm going to start to pull that into my body. From there, you then start to lift your elbow up higher and higher. Once again, at any point, if it feels really intense, you can always stop at any of these points along the way. But as I continue to deepen it, I'm then going to open my elbow up to the side. Now I'm going to tuck my chin and side bend my head away. Same theme, I can use my head and neck as a driver to feel the floss through my pinky side of my hand. I can also hold my head and neck over there and use my shoulder blade, shrugging up and down. This is a funky waiter because you'd probably spill a tray if you did have a tray of anything. 5 to 10 reps. Slowly coming out of that and reassessing whatever you've chosen for your assessment, whether it be your shoulder flexion, neck side bending, or rotating. You can complete all these on the right side, and you can also do them on the left. You can play around and enjoy those nerve flossing exercises. Enjoy!